So, brief warm-up to continue 11.6, dealing with volumes of pyramids. Remember, a composite solid is where you have two solids put together. So you're going to have your two pieces put together, so find your overall volume there. Okay, give it a go. Double check. Okay, find the composite solid. Well, we're taking the volume of the prism, and we're going to add it to the volume of the pyramid. Okay, find the volume of the prism. We're going to take area of the base times our height, and volume of the pyramid is 1/3 base times height. Now remember, the heights of these could be different, and the base of these, in this case, are the same. Okay, and actually the height is the same, so not much we have to worry about there. So area of the base is s squared times our height, and the area of the base here is also s squared, and ended up being the same height or same length for the height, just even though they're two different ones. So we get 6 times 6 times 6 plus 1/3, 6 squared times 6. And I realize many of you are like, why is he putting so much work into, like, that's like way doing it the hard way, okay? So I'm just leaving a trail of my work so that when the problems get more difficult, it's easier on you, okay? All right. So, what do we end up with right here? 216 plus and 288 cubic meters. Very well done. Yes?
Why instead of 6, why didn't you just like pick up 6 squared instead of 6 times 6?
I don't know, because I just wrote 6 times 6. You okay?
Well,
Yeah.
like 6 cubed.
There we go. 6 squared means 6 times 6. There we go. All right. You all right now? Good. Yeah, I can tell. All right. Hey, I want you to take out yesterday's assignment. Let's go ahead and go through questions on that. Talk to your neighbors first about the ones you struggle with before you talk to me. Talk to 3 before me. What kind of questions we have on our assignment? Yes, sir. 12? Maddie, was that the same one you asked? Yeah. And Cynthia, same one? I wonder if I made a mistake on the key. Could be. Who knows? Let's check. Okay. The Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee is about 98 meters tall. Oh, thank you. All right, it's about 98 meters tall and has a square base with a side length of about 180 meters. Prism-shaped building has the same square base as the pyramid. What is the height of the building if the same volume as the Pyramid Arena? Okay, so we're dealing with a pyramid. So, and we're dealing with a prism, right? And the prism has a square base. Okay, so when we're finding the volume, it's going to be base times height, but the base, we're going to use s squared, so that we don't annoy Carlo there, times height. Yes. All right. And the pyramid is going to be 1/3 base times height. All right. So it's 98 meters tall, the pyramid. Okay. So we can plug that in right here. It has a square base. So once again, this would be s squared. Okay. With a side length of 180. So we'd have 1/3 of 180 squared times 98. Okay, and that's going to give us our volume. A prism shape, and by the way, we're now done with all this info. How many are with me so far? Let's find the volume there. Sam, did you have a question?
Why are there 2 different equations for the pyramid?
For two different here? This, I've substituted that in for B. The area of the base is S squared for prism. Yeah, that's why those are two different. Okay? Good, I should have put the parentheses there to show substitution. Anyway, the volume here, anyone have that number? Yeah, go ahead, Henry. 1,058,400. Okay. All right. A prism-shaped building has a square base. Has the same square base as the pyramid arena. Okay, which means that S squared is 180 squared. Same base. All right. What is the height if it has the same volume? So volume now is also the same. So now we can plug in 1,058,400 for volume equals 180 squared times H. So now we can solve for H. Okay, 180 squared is 3,200, I believe. Is that right? At least that's what or no, 324. 32,400. Thank you. My goodness. 32,400 H is equal to 1,058,400. Meaning when I divide by 32,400, I've got H is equal to 32 2/3. And that would be, we're in meters there. Yeah.
Couldn't you just divide 98 by 3?
Could I just divide 98 by 3? Yeah. Why would I do that?
What?
Why would I do that?
Because it's a third of the, so like, because normal prism is like a third of, what's called a pyramid.
Okay.
And if they have the exact same base, it would only be the height that would change.
So what you're saying is, like, once I know this volume, okay, or not even without the volume, you're saying since within my variables, the only thing that is changing, since volume's the same, base is the same. So let me rewrite these real quick. The answer is yes, as long as you know why you're doing it. Okay, it's easy sometimes for us to get the answers and then go, well, if I would have just done this, that would have been the answer. That's fine as long as it's something that works. Okay, and you understand why it works. So for those of you who are like confused on what he's actually asking there, since this right here is the same as that, this right here is the same as that, okay? He's saying, can't I just say, well, 1/3 H, can't I take and just divide this by this H by 1/3 to get that H? Isn't that what you're saying? Yeah. And the answer is yes, you could. Okay? But you have to know why. Okay? Good. Other questions? Maddie?
Could you just wrote 32.6
Don't round unless they tell you to round. Okay, because that becomes an increasingly bigger deal as you move through math. Okay, leaving things in fraction form and not rounding unless you're asked to. Okay? And in science, you get to your other sciences. Okay, any other questions? Very good.